Hey everyone, welcome to Dionea Creates. So in today's video, we are going to be making an art journal out of a composition book. So let's just get started. So you guys, I am excited to be back here and Happy New Year. I hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas season and a really happy new year, and your new year is just starting out really, really amazing. So I wanted to share with you guys how to make one of these really easy journals out of a composition book, because I really, really want to encourage you guys to play around in your art journal. And I know sometimes that the blank page of a brand new art journal can be a little bit intimidating if you're using, the Strathmore or the Delusions one, or any of them. They can sometimes just be intimidating. And so I wanted to share with you how to make these out of these composition books. And so here's one that I did. I just love it. I just think it turned out really, really pretty. And so all we're using is a composition book and some scrapbook paper. You're going to need some kind of glue, a glue stick, or Mod Podge, or really whatever you have around, and maybe some washi tape. And that's really it. All you're going to need. Now you can make this a lot fancier if you want to embellish the front, if you want to add a ribbon and some little charms. You could go crazy. But for the sake of this, I just wanted to do something simple just to get you started. And if you don't want to get a composition book, which you can find these just about anywhere, your grocery store, the dollar store, Walmart, every place has them, then maybe look around. Did you have a planner that you might have used in the previous year? You could use that, and it would work the exact same way. The way we put the paper on would be just a tad bit different because it is a spiral, but you could use that. I also have this one. This is a really nice planner that I had, and it could be turned into an art journal too. So just know that you don't have to have a composition book. I just thought that would be something that was easily accessible to most everybody. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to paint our spine of this. And I already started it just for the sake of time. You don't have to. You can leave this black if you want. You can put washi tape on it. I just like the look of the paint on it, so that's what we're going to do. And I am just using one of the new Paint Couture chalk paints, and I just am using, it's called Autumn Sage, and I'm just pulling in a color that is in this paper. I did use the same color on this one, as you can see right here, and I really, really like this color. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to finish and do the front, and don't be worried about staying right on the line, because we're going to cover it up with tissue paper anyway. Not tissue paper, scrapbook paper. And so you guys, yeah, I plan on using this journal too, because I have got a little bit laxed in playing in my art journal. And you guys, it's just such a great little practice to have. It allows you to play and just put your thoughts down. And it's just a really fun practice. And I think because this is just a little composition book, that maybe you'll feel like you have a little bit more freedom to just play with just, magazines or, just markers, really whatever you have around, you could use. And so, again, that's another reason why I wanted to do this. And I just laid my hand on the wet side of that. I'm going to come in with the back and do another coat on it. But again, you don't have to do this step. And so what I'm going to do is I like to look through magazines, and I cut out words from magazines, and I cut out like pretty pictures, and they're really great to use in your art journal because you can paint over them and just really incorporate them into your piece. So again, this is going to be a practice where we just want to try to use things that are practical that we have around. You could use things from old calendars, of course, you know, scraps of your scrapbook paper, any of that you can use and it will work fine. And we will actually do some playing in that, not today, but we will do some of that so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. All right, now I'm gonna turn my heat gun on just for a second and dry this really quickly. And that's the good thing about using chalk paint. It dries pretty fast. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to put some paper down. And so I am using this really pretty butterfly paper. So you're gonna need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper for this. And this paper is from the Country Road, and this is a Hobby Lobby paper. And the last time I was in there, I've had this pad for a long time, but the last time I was in there, they actually still carried this paper. So it must be a pretty popular one. And so we are going to use this, and all we are going to do is we are just going to take our paper and we are going to just line it up against this edge that's here. And we're just going to take our glue, our Mod Podge, our glue stick, whatever you want to use. Now I am using, this is Fabri-Tac glue, and I like to use this because it's a waterless glue, and so the paper, it doesn't wrinkle at all. But if you don't have this, you can always mist your scrapbook paper with a little bit of water, and that also helps to prevent the wrinkles. And so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to go around and put this all on the front of my book. But again, if you have Mod Podge, I mean, this Yoo-Hoo glue stick, it would be strong enough that you could use that too. Because again, you're just putting some paper down. The one thing I don't like about this Fabri-Tac is it has an odor to it, and I don't like that. But it does work really well. And so I'm just putting it all over there like that. And then we're just going to line up our paper. We're just going to smooth it down. And I have my brayer because I like, you guys know, I like to use that to help just press things down. And of course I grabbed a squeaky one. And then what we're going to do, again, I'm just making sure this is on here really good. And I'm just going to kind of score it here along my edge. With just taking like my fingernail. And then we're just going to flip it over. And we're going to use our X-Acto knife. And we're just going to trim it. Do the same thing on this side. And then there will be a little bit on the corners. So again, you'll just take your X-Acto knife or any piece that you did not trim, and you'll just, you know, do it like so. That's where you're pulling that off. Around the corner. There is the front. Isn't that pretty? And so then we're going to do the same thing. So you'll need another piece of your paper. And you can like adjust it however you want. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. So I'm going to do it on like from this way, and I'm going to raise up from the bottom just to give it a little bit different look on the back. And if you do get this Fabri-Tac, there's no, I mean, you can just do it however you want, because again, it doesn't buckle on the paper, or you can't really see it through the paper. So again, I'm just lining it up. We're just going to put it down. So this is a great thing that you guys can do if you are like me and you have a lot of scrapbook paper. This is a great way to do this. And these little journals, they make lovely little gifts. And even for people that may not art journal, they're still really cute little notebooks. So lots of things, like I said, that you can do with these. So again, we're just going to score it here, make it easier. And then take our X-Acto knife again. And then just clean it up if we need to a little bit. And there, there is our little book. So it looks just like that. Isn't that so pretty? And so easy. Now, you could totally do the inside of the cover if you wanted to. I'm not, because I probably will play on the inside of the cover and do something when I start playing in my art journal. Now, what I did on this one was I added some washi tape, and I do like the look of that. I think it just kind of finishes it off a little. So I have this set of washi tape. I got this on Amazon, and it's really pretty, you guys, really pretty. And there's a really pale pink color in here. And this paper has some pink in it, so I'm going to use this one. And all that you do, again, is you're just going to run it down the seam there where you put the paper. Just like so. And it just gives it, again, that really just nice finished look to it. And we can take our little X-Acto knife and just trim that piece off. My blade's getting a little dull. And we can do the same thing on the back. And there, you guys, is our finished journal. Isn't it pretty? I just love them. I just think they are just such a fun little project to do, and just really, really easy. And so then what you want to do is, I like to take my glue stick or this Fabri-Tac, and I like to glue like 3 pages together. And that is just going to give you a little bit thicker, so that when you start putting, you know, your decoupage medium down or your glue stick or really whatever you do, it just helps it to give it a little more weight to it. And so I'm just going to use this again. And I will show you, I did in this one, first one I used the both. I did the glue stick first, and then I used this. And the glue stick did actually, you can see the paper is a little bit wrinkled with the glue stick. But, you know, it really doesn't matter because it's an art journal. You're going to cover it up anyway. But if that bothers you, then just look at, you know, using this. I will probably not use this throughout. I just wanted to kind of show you the difference. I will save this for other projects where I really am more particular about the paper. And this is optional. You don't have to do these. Lots of people use these journals without thickening them, but I just find it works better for me, I think. And so there you can see, you just have a little bit thicker paper to it. And so in this one, the first one I did, this is with a glue stick. And I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it is a little more wrinkled, and you can like really feel it under there. But, and then this is a page with the Fabri-Tac, so you can tell. So again, you're gonna cover it up, so it just really doesn't matter, but I just wanted to show you guys the difference. So that's it, y'all. I hope that you make some of these little journals, and just give it a try. I think they're really fun and a great way to use up all the scrapbook paper that you have. And so we will be back again, and I'm going to do a video where we'll actually play in it to give you guys an idea of how to get started and, you know, just some things that you can do. So you guys leave me in the comments if you have ever made one of these, or if you were going to make one of these. I would love for you guys to share and let me know that. And then that's it. That's all that we have for today, you guys. So I hope that you guys have a lovely, lovely month of January, and I hope that the new year just brings you everything that you wish for. So, as always, I appreciate you guys. Love and light to you all, and we'll see you again real soon.